Thing looks like it's sunk in. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. This is my second part of my Mass Effect Andromeda video of watching the playthrough. Now, like I said, I've watched it for like 5 parts, so somebody's had a lot of fun and experience, and hopefully me watching it won't ruin it for me. Just saying. I'm not complaining, other than the Alex Rider thing that I complained about in the last video. I think that also they have complained about the faces. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. The 2 hot Asian female faces are fucking awesome. And I'm going to use one of them as my Sarah Ryder, regardless. And the default. So, you guys know my plan. I'm going to run through that bitch of Sarah Ryder first. And then I'm going to run through the Scott Ryder and see which one I like better. Which will probably be Sarah, because for some reason, the female actresses are, I guess, a little bit more emotional, a little bit more in-depth or in tune and stuff. And male actors, as good as we are, we're not them when it comes to delivery. Alright? So moving on. People have complained about facial tweaking and stuff like that. Okay, well the game is not perfect if they're only going to call me Ryder or they're only going to call me Sarah or Sky. I don't know why they can't do like WWE 2K, where you can just put every possible name that you can think of into the name bracket. So that, I mean, it's not that difficult to program it. WWE's been doing it for like 7 years or better. So all they gotta do is, hey, let's go knock on the door of 2K and ask them, how do you program names into the machine? I mean, it's in the future, and you still can't be called by any name that you want to be called by. You have to be Sarah or Scott, and you can't just be John or Jane or Jim or Jilly or whatever the hell a good female name is. Whatever, you can't be any of those names. Really, BioWare? Those are my only 2 complaints. Alex Rider, and not being able to have any name I want to be called by. Or they're going to call me Pathfinder or Rider. That's not cool. Come on, guys. Grow the fuck up there, will you? To be honest, it'd be a whole lot more fun if I could be a James Ryder or a Jamie or a Ginger or whatever the hell my name is, male or female, instead of Sarah or Scott. And hell, when we were in the trilogy, they never called you John or Jane. They just called you Shepard. So really, you guys are like dropping the ball on that shit. That's just laziness, period. And that shouldn't be right. But as from what I see, I don't really have that much to complain about, because I don't have to force my character to look Asian or Native American. I don't have to do that now, because Native Americans technically are Asian, so you can tweak with the color. Native Americans do come in many different shades of brown or copper, depending on how you want to call us. I'm high yellow, but that's also because I'm multicultural. I'm just not Native American. I'm also black and white. But for my characters, I usually use a Native American look without the feathers, of course, because we don't have that option. Like, Native Americans don't exist in the future, so that's not fucking cool. But you do have the basic black and white characters, and you have a now standard 2 Asians, 2 blacks, 2 whites, males and females alike, and you have 9 heads to tweak with. So I'm not really going to do too much tweaking, because I think that the faces they have are actually pretty damn close to perfect, for as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this game, and hopefully I won't make a complaint video like this ever again. It's not so much a complaint as a yield of knowledge, because of the lack of knowledge. I've only watched 5 hours of people's playthrough. So this whole weekend, I have watched 5 hours of Scott Ryder and 5 hours of Sarah Ryder. And the ones I've seen, they weren't default. They were like created people. And then I did watch half and half of the ones that were default. So I've watched a lot of Mass Effect playthrough. So I'm like, okay. So I know where stuff is, so when I play, it's going to be easier on me. It might seem like it's a bit of a spoiler alert, but, they're going to do this when they do game tips anyway, because Game Informer, or what the hell is his name? I think it was Minius GC. One of these guys, it might have been Sly Dog, but one of these guys said that they were going to do this so that if we have problems, because they're going to be halfway through the game by the time we get the game on Tuesday or Monday if they have a midnight release. By the time we get the game, they'll be halfway through the game. And then I have heard other complaints by other things like the know or whatever about how it's taking a dangerous slope to being worse than the trilogies and all kinds of. Well, here's the thing on that. You're always gonna have someone who just does not like the game, all right? And they're gonna be like, "Well, I wasted $60 on this game," and I'm like, "All right, you know what? Here's the thing. Everybody on Earth has their own opinion, and you're entitled to that. That's what these dog tags are for, so that you can get up every morning and say fuck you to anybody you want and not have to go to jail or get shot for it because me and many of motherfuckers in the army have done that for you. We fight for your freedom because freedom ain't free. So when you're going to play a game with military characters, the least you can do is get our damn names right. Like I said, my only two complaints of the whole thing that I've seen so far, because the enemies are tough. So I'm going to be on casual. I'm not going to be on normal my first run through. But for what I've seen, that space bear thingy, that thing with all the spikes and stuff, them damn things are like they're hard to kill. I'm pretty sure the guys that were playing it weren't like necessarily taught like I was by drill sergeants on how to flank people. But you know, they teach you how to flank people in the trilogy, so you know you should be able to flank people by now. They said that the controls are sticky. I haven't played this, I don't know, but from what I've seen, I've thoroughly enjoyed it, so I'm going to find out. Some people overly use the jetpack in the ones that I watched. And like I said, my only true complaint is that you can't call me by my name, and spoiler alert, you can't save Daddy Ryder. So I guess no matter if the helmet is severely damaged, you can't use it. So I'll put it to you like this. There's a reason why I'm only going to use the N7 helmet. It's not because those other helmets are ugly. They're actually atrociously ugly for me. But that's just my personal opinion. I think those helmets are fucking ugly as hell. And in space, I would never wear no shit like that. I want full protection. I want a shield that comes all the way over my face and leaves me just enough eyesight instead of like that whole glass so I can look at whoever the hell I'm talking. I don't give a flying fuck what you look like under the helmet. When we get back on the ship, I'm gonna know what you look like. But while we're exploring, I want the N7 helmet. I don't give a damn about anything else. I want that N7 helmet because that crap that happened with Daddy Ryder is like total bullshit. Because when she fell from wherever the hell she fell from and cracked her helmet and she did the little thing on the Omni tool and it sealed it up, I don't know why she didn't have the coherency to do that shit again. Let's give a reality check to that. You know what I'm saying? If I cracked my screen the first time and completely shattered my helmet, but there was just enough glass there, oh, something's gonna happen. If I gotta pick up a plant and put it over top of that thing and seal it, you know, something's gonna happen to fix that. Daddy made the ultimate sacrifice and gave his daughter or son, because I've watched them both, his helmet. And that's cool and everything. But my whole thing is this. You know, you're living in 2185, where you had tech from 2185. And granted, it's old tech compared to Mass Effect 3, but it's still better than what we have in the year 2017. So there's no way in hell that he could have saved himself and her. I call that bullshit. Also, he's N7. Really? N7. So that's like being a Navy SEAL in our time, where the average human can hold his breath for maybe 2 minutes, where a Navy SEAL can hold their breath for 2 to 5 minutes and cover great distances of swimming while doing it. Navy SEALs aren't a fucking joke. Green Berets aren't a fucking joke. I'm just infantry. I was neither one of those. But in the same breath, you know, I know the training that they have to go through. It's extensive. And they are making N7 to be like the shit. So if N7 is the shit, what happened there? You know, I mean, like, really, writers? You guys couldn't, like, find a way to save Daddy Ryder with that? You guys just like, well, let's just make this tragedy among tragedies. I mean, even when Shepard got fucked up, he still had his helmet on. He just, like, fell into the atmosphere, was severely burnt, and probably broke every bone in his body when he crashed on the planet. But in that same concept, you know, the helmet kept the brain alive. So you're gonna tell me they couldn't fix her helmet? He couldn't hold his breath? Yeah, really? That doesn't seem like that works for me. You know, you got tech from 2185, which I'm pretty sure is a whole lot better than that bullshit we had in 1999 and 2017. Now, one of the girls that I was watching play, she said the same thing. I said, why couldn't he just keep switching back and forth? You know, take a breath, hold your breath, 2 minutes, put it back on. I'll do the same. That made a little bit more sense to me, you know. Or why didn't they have like an extra tube that he could have hooked to her tube? You know, like, all right, let me hook this thing to the back of my tube and hook it to your tube so that you can breathe and I can breathe and things like that. It's like, you would think that in the future in space, someone would have thought this shit all the way out, especially if you're going on a recon mission. You don't go on a recon mission with many weapons, but you do go on a recon mission as prepared as you can get. They weren't prepared for the unexpected. Yeah, I don't think so. You're in 7. So in closing, you know, that's really my only 2 complaints. I haven't played it, so I can't really give you any more complaints about that. But from what I've seen in the 5 hours, and yeah, I fast forward through some of them. Like the ones with Scott, I kind of fast forward through because whoever was playing it was all about anything but like dialogue. I mean, they would run around and do stuff, and I'm looking to do that myself. I don't really want to watch them do that, but when they go like to talk to people, I watch that, and when they went to go fight, I watch that, so I know where certain things at. So when I play the game, I hopefully won't miss anything, you know. But also, I thought that when you got the Tempest, you would have had the freaking damn the Nomad, but they didn't. So you have to get the Nomad from one of these planets or whatever that you land on, and you have to your first encounter with that spiky space thingy, you know, not the little dog things. I hope we can make those guys into pets. But anyway, you know, it's imperative that when I play that I remember everything that I saw, and if not, I know where I got them here on YouTube. So, if you guys seen these playthroughs and you have complaints, or if you're a group my complaints, let me know. You know how this thing works. You know, put the thing in the thingy that the thing goes in. You know, so I'm gonna stop making this video, and I'm going to do one more Mass Effect video that has nothing to do with Andromeda, and I want to know if anybody has been checking them out. I'm James from Virginia. This is Comfort number 2. Be seeing you.